To get into the 7th inning, got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
In now, Didi Gregorius. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Betts has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. It's baseball on MLB Network. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the mound now from Vanderbilt is Sonny Gray. Not a very big guy, but a good 3-pitch mix. Mid to upper 90s fastball, 93 to 95. Big power overhand curveball, and his changeup has gotten better as he's gone along. If he's on early, you'll see lots of swings and misses.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Chopped weakly to the left. Gregorius fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Aaron Judge, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Price ready with the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Giancarlo Stanton is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Neil Walker. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Soft grounder left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
First baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. Rurik loves it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Here's Mookie Betts. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
After it is Hicks. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. Now let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Next up for the Red Sox, Dustin Pedroia. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one. From the stretch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks is under it. Two gone. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And the Red Sox have their first hit of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance. But you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Ray sets. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly by Walker. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. We'll move to the third. Digging in now for the Yankees, Clint Frazier. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
1-1 to count to Clint Frazier. The 1-1 from Price. Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He's got it one away.
Batting 8, center fielder, Aaron.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. set to get his evening at the plate started, Blake Swihart. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Again, another foul ball. Cue shot here out towards short. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
In now, Eduardo Nunez.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's safe.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. On the season, Bogaerts is exactly a .260 hitter. Gray ready with the 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Over to first, Gray, and he'll dive back in. Now the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Digging in to try it again, Henry Ramirez. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-and-mouse game continues on.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Bogaerts is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Yankees. Here's Didi Gregorius back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
A ball and a strike now. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Line towards center field. Benintendi is there now, and he has it. Two gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Up and in for ball one. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the two-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, just one hit, and one error on the Yankee line score so far. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in once again, Mookie Betts comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Mookie Betts.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at bat. It's ball one.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Line drive to center field. Hicks is right there, one down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as he sends it on the ground to first. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good. 0-2 now.
This hasn't been the most impressive at bat for him so far. That last swing wasn't exactly textbook. We'll see if he can battle now and turn it around.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Blake Swihart, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Gray ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Benintendi at second. Devers at first. 1 gone. Fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gregorius has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. On to the top of inning number 5. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets him going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
So coming to the plate, Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the first pitch here from Price. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Price ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clint Frazier. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Yanks held in check. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, left fielder,
Here's J.D. Martinez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Bullet back up the middle. Hicks is there, 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Gray into his motion. 1-0 on its way. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Stanton retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox on top, 2-0. Bigging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Hicks. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bats on the run. 1 away.
The
left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tapped down the line. And that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 16, Andrew Benintendi.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Brandon Drury will bat next. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Popped up. Pedroia is there for it. 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A 1-0 delivery. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the runner from third, and this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring. in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into right field, that's a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese, middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Ready once again, Clint Frazier. He was a double play victim last time around. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to come get his starter here. So that'll be all this evening for David Price. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 56.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now two men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and two runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hicks. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Stanton at third, Walker on second. Frazier is over at first with one away. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Greg Bird is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. Look at a called third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. It's the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox 2. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
After it is Hicks, 1 down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Riding in once again, Blake Swihart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Eduardo.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Gray into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Brandon Drury will bat next. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get there as he starts out the 8th with a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Gary Sanchez. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at 3rd. Tommy Lane is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tommy Lane.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Drury, the runner at 3rd with no outs. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Here's big Aaron Judd. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-1 pitch on its way. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. The 0-2 home. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Men on third with 2 down. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, and it remains. David Robertson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in once again, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Hicks comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering to short. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and despite the great effort, no throw from the second baseman, and that ought to be an infield single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. This is flared out towards second. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Heading after it is Judge. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Red Sox leave 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Neil Walker will start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting.
In now is the Yankees DH, Clint Frazier. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way out in front.
No ball. Too straight.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Ready for another chance. Aaron Hicks. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 1, 2, 3, go the Bombers. They're up. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 2 for 4. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox after the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second.
Third baseman.
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. As a look, now the pitch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Blake Swihart, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
High and deep down the left field line. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. The 1-1 home. It's laid off for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is popped up. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now. So stepping in, Eduardo Nunez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks on the move, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, there might be a few chewed up fingernails on both sides, but this one ends with the tying run on third and the winning run stranded at first. Great game right down to the end.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Yankees used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Sonny Gray gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Our final line score tonight, first for the Victorian